Americans may still see some Ebola cases, Obama says. And he went on to say, we can't be hermetically sealed. Now, only all the government bunkers that are hermetically sealed. You only have at Site R, 30 miles from the White House, buddy, a hermetically sealed underground bunker. You only have a railway right underneath the White House on record to the Breyer Hotel and other facilities and helicopter pads where if enemy drones came in and sprayed airborne Ebola, you would go into a hermetically sealed chamber. That's right. Only you get to be hermetically sealed. And only Northcom gets to be hermetically sealed. We don't get to be hermetically sealed, do we? By the way, we have the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean between us and Africa. You know, it straddles the two. We don't need to be hermetically sealed. We just need you to stop visas from West Africa. And we need you to make U.S. health workers who go out of the hot zone, out of the Ebola hospitals, then they go back to their dormitories and they have a self-quarantine and stay there for more than 30 days is really what you're supposed to do because it can last up to 40. And then you get on an airplane and come back. That's what you do. That's what you've always done. And so here's the big enchilada. The fact that he's now getting people ready to say, see, I told you, this is like letting out a you-know-what in church. He's just hoping nobody notices what he's doing, shifting around on his chair. And this is a big sign that Ebola is spreading, in my view. This is a big sign that, now, it's no big deal, and we can't be hermetically sealed, but I think you may need to expect some more Ebola. There you go. This is from a guy who said months ago there's no way it'll come over here, or then it's unlikely, or, oh, we'll bring healthcare workers here, they won't spread it. Baloney. They know full well you bring in healthcare workers that have got it, they're going to spread it. They're spreading it anywhere. Only Spain and the U.S. are basically dumb enough to bring a bunch of people infected with Ebola in, but they're not dumb. And remember the rumors that started about 3 weeks ago in the Washington Free Beacon? It wasn't a rumor. They had sources. Drudge linked to it. We linked to it. That the White House is planning to bring in foreigners with Ebola. Well, now it's been announced yesterday that they're looking at doing it. And why? Because it's over the top and it's meant to break our will. Why would the Journal of Pediatrics come out with a paper back in 2012? There was another paper before that, 2 years before, in 2010, and say it's time to start killing babies up to age 3. Here's the headline. Ethicists argue killing newborn babies should be allowed in the Journal of Medical Ethics. It was republished in Pediatrics. Now, when we published this, people didn't believe us even though we linked to it. Now, this is being pushed everywhere. Now it's in collegefix.com, and it links to a bunch of newspapers promoting it, and admits and says it's the new trendy trend. It says trending. More college students support post-birth abortion. We've already gone out in Austin, and about a third of the people want to kill babies for any reason. Just if you want to kill your kid, go ahead and kill them. Now, if you spank your child lightly for running out in the street when they're 3, they'll take it away from you. But if you want to kill them, that's fine. And people say, this is over the top. People, a couple years ago, when we first broke this, Infowars.com broke it, could not believe it when Drudge linked to it and others linked to it, even though it was linked to the Pediatrics Journal. Back then, people said, you've gone too far with this hoax. No one could believe it. Just like 7 years ago or 6 years ago when we broke the fact that the Homeland Security said the #1 enemy was gun owners, returning veterans, Christians, conservatives, that we would all be targeted. People thought that was a fake document. The FBI came out and said, no, it's real, and Mr. Jones shouldn't have that. Well, I called the FBI. I got threatened for having it. It was real. Now everybody knows that. See, this is how they move the Overton window. And guys, print me the definition of Overton window. I mean, I know what it is, but I want to read it when we come back. It's shocking you. See, at first you're shocked that they're going to teach your 5-year-olds how to have anal sex in public school. But now, Jocelyn Elders, back in the 90s saying help 5-year-olds masturbate at school, now that's not shocking, is it? See? Or, hey, let's kill babies. Let's kill old people, death panels. Remember, oh, there's no death panels now. Of course there are. See? Just like veterans are terrorists, oh, that's not true. Now it's all just accepted. This is how they condition us. When they say our kids belong to them, 2 + 2 = 5, they are conditioning us.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
In today's unstable environment, self-protection is critical. Civil unrest, riots, looting, it's happening now right here in the United States, and your rights are at risk. If passed, H.R. 5344 would ban Level 3 and above body armor. Cady Armor is standing up for you. We offer the most affordable Level 3 body armor on the market. Cady Level 3 armor withstands pistol and rifle hits up to 7.62 NATO. Get yours at CadyArmor.com. That's C-A-T-I Armor.com. Cady Armor. Come and take it.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.
This is a nationwide announcement for consumers owing back taxes to the IRS. The slowdown in the U.S. economy has forced renewed action by the Internal Revenue Service. The IRS is now accepting reduced settlement amounts from qualifying consumers who owe back taxes. If you're eligible, your back tax settlement may be discounted by thousands of dollars. A specially assigned national hotline has been directly routed to Defense Tax Group. Consumers may now call and check their eligibility for a significant tax debt reduction. Financial stability is a major priority during this slow economy, so you're advised to dial this national hotline number now. 800-678-4191. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, you may now find significant relief. You could save thousands of dollars if you qualify. Call now and get free vital information and to check your eligibility for a significant tax debt reduction. Call the Defense Tax Group now. 800-678-4191. That's 800-678-4191. 800-678-4191.
On September 30th, 2014, the first confirmed case of Ebola appeared in the U.S. This, combined with several other unidentified viruses, have some of our customers at 30dayfoodsupply.com concerned about the safety of our domestic food supply, resulting in a surge of our $99 90-serving kits. While we at 30dayfoodsupply.com have no expertise in epidemiology, we are aggressively purchasing raw materials that are currently in stock, and we intend to continue to sell our 30-day non-GMO emergency food supply for only $99 as long as we can. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from the producers in Oregon and then pass the savings on to you. Call 541-229-0010 and purchase our 30-day, 90-day serving emergency food supplies for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website at 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. 541-229-0010.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
The truth is that until we stop this outbreak in West Africa, we may continue to see individual cases in America in the weeks and months ahead. Because that's the nature of today's world. We can't hermetically seal ourselves off. It's critical that we remain focused on the facts and on the science. Keep in mind that of the 7 Americans treated for Ebola so far, most of them while serving in West Africa, all 7 have survived. Right now, the only American still undergoing treatment is Dr. Craig Spencer, who contracted the disease abroad while working to protect others. And we salute his service.
Okay, well, basically, all of that is a lie. If your neighbor's house is on fire, A, you want to get the fire department there. You want to get people out of the house if they're in there. And then you want to protect your house. That may mean getting a water hose out and spraying the area of your house that's closest to the house that's on fire. So saying in today's age we can't do anything about this, since when can we not? If some super flu gets out, if some super mousepox or smallpox gets out, which undoubtedly is going to happen, pandemics come and go, they've always tried to quarantine people. They've always tried to stop flights or shipments in out of those countries and screen people. Now, under globalism, they're saying, no, we can't do that. We have to respond all over the world globally. The North American Union documents from Banff, Canada, and from Waco, 2005, 2007, Banff's 2007, they state, we will use global pandemics to bring in one world government. And what is the Secretary of Defense Hagel saying in a quote today? I think we are living through one of these historic defining times. I think we are seeing a new world order. Their new order they're bringing in. There's different definitions of the new world order. A new world order would mean a new global power alignment. It can mean that in its purest sense. But when they say new world order, they mean a new world order run by these corporate Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Sachs-Coburg, Gotha, House of Orange, exterminist, just scum of the earth. I just named the names of who sits on top Anglo-American oil, who sits across the Anglo-American establishment. That's not my name for it. That's what all their top historians call it in their internal documents that are public. If you'd like to go read this stuff, it's not widely published. We sell the book, Tragedy and Hope, written by Carroll Quigley, the head of Georgetown Political Science, Bill Clinton's mentor. I want to thank David Rockefeller, and I want to thank Professor Carroll Quigley. Remember when he gave his acceptance speech, started crying? Thank you, David. Oh, David. Yeah, David's been helping Billy Boy since high school. And that's because a well-known Rockefeller liked to visit Mama. And Mama was a lady of the night. By the way, this is all on record. The Kings did that a long time ago. They'd have a whole bunch of illegitimate sons from their jillies down in the town. And then they'd put them in charge of things. You'd have generals and admirals and all these other folks that were really been sired by the king. And the more the world changes, the more it stays the same. David Rockefeller just taking care of the family. Clinton is a Rockefeller, folks. Go look it up. From the Rockefeller governor down there. His mama was a whore. That's on record. And I'm not saying that's, I'm not judging her. I'm just saying where Bill Clinton comes from. Little side issue, a little bit of history there for folks that might want to know about it. But I guess he got a strong sex drive from her. He is a sex addict, that's admitted. FBI demands new powers to hack into computers and carry out surveillance. This is in The Guardian, and of course they're already doing it. They just want to mainline it. Then there's this story, the Pirate Bay founder, Gottfried, how do you pronounce that last name? You know, the next name, Gottfried Saverthrom, found guilty in hacking trial. Schwarzholm. Lawyer, it's clear that my client's computer has been the subject of remote control, and therefore he's not responsible. Yeah, that's what you understand about this whole two-way system with all the back doors. They go on your computer and say they're surveilling it. This is the government caught hundreds of thousands of times framing people. They had parallel construction that we told you about years ago. Now it's in Reuters, where they go create whole fake court cases and go lie to the judge to put you in prison. Do you have any idea how corrupt the system is? When we come back, though, the latest on the election, the latest on the new trendy thing is the call to start killing all the old people and basically children up to age 5. And if you don't do it, you're racist and you're not trendy. And I'm not joking. We'll tie it into the Overton window. Straight ahead. Stay with me.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.